And maybe you might just give me a quick thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me. And if not, I'll just keep talking to myself. I think I'm live. I'm not used to all this kind of stuff. So anyway, I'd just like to say a big up to you all, and thanks for tuning in. A few things need to be said, so here I am to say it. I took a break from YouTube there for the last week and a half or so. I just wanted to see what this club was going to do. Does it mean business? But by the signings that I see that we're doing, it's a bit of a joke, really. Where do I start? Where do I begin? We go out to Chelsea once again to get Kepa. The FC, big up to your brother. Just throw on the glasses now, because I'm blind to that. It's called old age. Or maybe it's Arsenal getting to me. 22 years ago, there was none of this bullshit because the club and the fan base had standards. 100%. This club was always based on standards, FC. What standards have we got now? Standards in the ground, like I always say, in the gutter. It's a joke. The club is a joke, man. I've been saying it for years and years. I went on Lee Gunner show or Shane Gunner. There was one of the shows I went on there a few weeks ago. And I said, and this is my biggest fear, I said that Arteta, you see, he came into the club there 5.5 years ago. And you're supposed to push forward. But our club is not pushing forward. I said it, it's going backwards instead of forwards. And I think under this manager we're gone about 10 years behind. And when this clown do go, whenever that day will be, it will be a beautiful day when it does happen. He's going to leave us with a squad of players that are just not good enough. With massive wages. This is the problem I have. These wages, my God, bang average players on £250,000 a week. Kai Havertz, £280,000 a week for a donkey. Big up AJ, big up. Great to see the legends in the chat. Big up to you. And we go out then. This is the transfer. Silvage, Denzel, brother. Sil, congrats, you know what I'm talking about. And I hook up against their son and we get to see the new gaff. Big house party, bro. Acers, big up to your brother. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, as I was saying, Kepa comes in. 5 million deal. Big up, Sid. Love you, bro. And Kepa, yeah. 5 million. Fan base are happy with that. Backup goalkeeper. Then we go and we get Norgard from Brentford. 31 years of age. 31. And we're getting him in. Spending, what, 12 million on him? Explain that to me. And then we're bringing in Zubimendi, that the whole Arsenal fan base screaming for. I wasn't screaming. Zubimendi is a bang average football player. And we will all see how average he really is this season. After spending a massive amount of money on him. But when I saw what we're doing here, Medwegi from Chelsea for £52 million. Again, Chelsea. Now, I'm sorry, but this now gets to me. And it's going to be, this is what I'm hearing, reports are saying he's going to be a left-hand side winger. Well, he played 7 games last season on the left side. He scored no goals and made no goals. And then he's going to be back up for Saka on the right-hand side. I don't get this. 52 million. This is where we are as a club. There's no other football players out there. We have to go and keep going to Chelsea to get their rejects. And that Arteta is going to make him into this wonderful football player. When since has Arteta made a forward player into a world-class player? He hasn't, because he can't do it. I'm stunned. This Mad Weekly fella is not the answer. 50 million, 52 million, not the answer. And here I am with my little small platform, calling it as it is, as I see it. And there's Robbie Lyle with his AFC, Arsenal Football Station, massive platform. And he's coming out and he's backing this. Get behind the player. Get behind this decision. Why is he not using the platform to say it as it is, that this is not acceptable? It's not good enough. Matt Weekly. And now I'm hearing reports that we could be in for Jackson from Chelsea. Jackson! What the fuck is going on here? It's a shambles. I'm sick of it. Acers. Gregor's deal won't happen because Arteta prefers Havertz. Havertz is a massive problem, brother. Havertz is a massive problem. He's on £280,000 a week. He's after scoring a few goals up forward. And I'm the same as you, bro. I think that Arteta is a Havertz man. So, like, Guykers is not going to come and just pay back up to Havertz. It ain't happening. And this is why I'm thinking, and now we're talking about Jackson. Arsenal are heavily linked with Nick Jackson. Yeah, Acers, 100%, brother. What is this all about? Jackson, Madueke. What kind of fucking transfer window is this? It's a joke, it's embarrassing. We're spending millions and millions of pounds on bang average players. I'm sick of it. AJ, Kyle Walsh, now that Norrie is done, Arteta has spent £879 million, brother. £879. Think about it. It cost £390 million to build the Emirates Stadium. So this fucking fella is after spending twice the money on this squad of players that has proven time in and time out, year in, year out, to be failures. It's embarrassing. Big up Acers every time, yeah. 70 HCR. Big up, brother. Big up. Thanks for joining. Even Christopher and Colin was about, yeah. It's the whole thing is a joke, gentlemen. Big up Jay every time, yeah. AJ, yeah. Listen, big up to the chat. Big up to you all legends, all real ones. I'm just letting it out here. I'm just getting a bit of frustration off the chest. I am absolutely sick over this. We moved to the Emirates Stadium in 2006. It's now coming up to 2026. 20 years. And what have we achieved? I don't know. Whole thing is a joke. It's embarrassing. Here we are spending millions and millions of pounds on Chelsea rejects. All the time. What is it with Chelsea? What's the love affair with Chelsea? Why is it that we're the only ones to go to Chelsea to get the players from them? Why is Man City and Man United, why are they not going getting Madueke and these fellas? Because they know they're not good enough. Arteta there at the end of the last 2 seasons, he's been saying to the Arsenal fans in the Emirates Stadium, the last game, let's not accept this, let's move forward, we want number one. How are you going to reach number one, Arteta, with the squad of players that you have bought in here? Actually makes sense now why these top gunners want the Sesko over Gyökeres, because Gyökeres is a win-now player, while with Sesko it's about process that aligns with their manager. Yeah, brother, pick up, yeah, 100%. I don't want Sesko, never want a Sesko. And my thoughts on Gyökeres is that he is what he is. I hate this when people make these players out to be world class. It gets to me. These two, let's make a statement. These two forwards are the only two forwards that we have been heavily linked with. Sesko and Gyökeres. And between the two players put together, you make a half-decent striker. Let's calm down. Calm down. Gyökeres will come to Arsenal. If he does come to Arsenal, is he going to score 20, 25, 30 goals a season? The answer, my friend, is simple. No, he's not. Is he better than Havertz? Yeah, I'm better than Havertz. But I don't know. Time will show up, but it shows me the state of football. Football's in a bad state. When you're relying on the likes of Sesko and Gyökeres, football is worse than what I thought it was. I said, with the money we used to sign Maduka, I would have rather used that transfer fee money to pay Arteta his contract. 100%. Get him out of here. Don't want him. He's been here too long. He's bringing the club backwards. He's dragging the club into the gutter. And it's going to take years and years to build it back up. And people don't see this. And I don't care what you do. You can get in 11 Guardiolas and 11 Alex Fergusons and 11 Arsene Wengers. But it's going to take years to get the club back. Because of the mess that this Arteta and these frauds that's with him are running us into the ground. Tim Lewis and Bert. What's Bert done? What's he done? How is he? If he's so knowledgeable, he's decently staffed, that's what I've been told. Why is he not sitting down and saying to Arteta, Maduka's not coming here to Arsenal? He's not good enough. He's not a good enough profile player. You know, it's a joke. The whole thing is a joke. Time will be finished after Newcastle defeat in September. 100%. 100%. It's over already. It's over already. I'm looking at these players and this squad of players and jeez, I tell you the truth, it's making me sick. They're going to have to get Gyökeres and they're going to have to get in Eze. And then we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Because to me, I've been shouting it from the rooftops for years. And I'm going to say it here again. I'm like a broken record. For me, I'm just saying it for me. Maybe you don't agree, but for me. First of all, I just want to say all this because the chat's coming in. Steve Victor could score 25. Look at AJ, I hope you're right, brother, but I just don't see it. Arsenal keeps going down. Yeah, 100%. The sure I do, 100%. Question, do you want us to have the same start 21 season when we lost the first three and didn't score? Just get the manager. I just want the manager gone. Whatever it takes, just get him out of here. Just get him out of here. Let's start fresh. Because this Arteta, he's not the answer. He's just not the answer. He's been proving it. And again, he's proven it with this transfer window once again. Unless there's something magical happens. But I don't see it. Jez, the legend Collins is in the chat. Big up, brother. Thanks for the support. Legend. Hope you and the wife are having a great time in France, Jez. Here in Ireland today, yesterday, it hit 29 degrees and today is 31 degrees. And we're not used to it, brother. But listen, big up to you, Jez, lads. The legend himself. Big up, Jez. Acers. Berta travelled to Lisbon to tell them that Arteta isn't interested in deal for Gyökeres. Wouldn't be one bit surprised, Acers. Wouldn't be one bit surprised. Acers, Godfather, Jez, absolutely. Yeah, Jay, Kyle, my brother, listen to this. Arsenal ladies have just broken the women's record transfer. Yeah, that they're getting, yeah. Right now, the ladies have the right standards at 100%. Jay's saying, Acers, I'm at, yeah. I love that team, yeah, 100%. The women went out there and they succeeded. And that's what the name of the game is, to succeed. If you look at tennis, I love the tennis as well. And even the top players that has won all around them, when they get beat, you see them awful upset, crying, they're down and out, they're looking at their families. Because it means something to them. I'm not a great, over here in Ireland we have GA, hurling and Gaelic football. I'm not a great lover of either sport. But I can tell you here and now, those players put their lives at risk every single game. They put their bodies on the line, jumping out in front of hordes, a sliotar, a little hard ball, leather ball, flying at you. They kill each other on the pitch to win for their county. To win for their county from where they're from, the town they're from, the county they're from. Jesus in the chat, Jesus from the Arsenal. And the club, the footballers should know that and they should go out to win at all costs, like the lads do here. And these lads are multi-millionaires and not trying, not bothered. Show up whenever it suits them. Odegaard is a typical example. Oh, I show up today. And then don't show up for 5 or 6 games after it. Not good enough. I like Newcastle 100%. I always had great, what's the word I'm looking for? Great love for Newcastle. Great club. Even Tottenham are able to put money on the table. Yeah, 100% the answers. Spurs are buying the body in that fella from West Ham, and they're buying in the fella there from Forest. Two really good players, and they'll run straight in Tottenham. And fair play to them, and they have a good manager now as well. So Tottenham won't be a pushover next season. It was said to me, and by the way, Tottenham won a European competition a couple of months ago. Make it make sense, gentlemen. It was said when we got Champions League football, we were signing world-class players. Absolutely, still waiting. I haven't seen a world-class player here since probably Sanchez. I haven't seen one. You know, it's shocking. What do you think about Harry Maguire? I think Harry Maguire, I don't rate Harry Maguire. I always thought he was slow. Didn't really rate him. Now maybe I've missed something there about Harry Maguire, but as a player, look, he tries. He can't, you know, you can see that he tries, and he got it tough there for a while. And he was just an ordinary player for me. There stays 2 Champions League in 18 years, men 0, yeah, 100%. 100% and be 140 years in 2026, bro. Only crackers care about the money, yeah, and profits. 100%. Of course they do. Of course they do. It's just the club has been run into the ground as far as I'm concerned. It's all about, you go out there now and burgers are 15, hot dog £15, £20 for something these, drinks up, could be £10 for a drink, and not my tourists over there. I'd be a tourist myself because I'm from Ireland, but I care for the club. But anytime I go over there, all you see is these people from all over the world, and they don't really care, you know. They tell me to sit down. I was shouting and warning and all that. They'd be telling me to sit down. Like, if you care, lads, you'd go shouting and screaming as well, trying to raise the standards. Like I said in a video or in a show I did with Aaron Talks, big up to Aaron Talks Arsenal. I can hear, when I go over there, I can hear the 3,000 away supporters more than the 58,000 Arsenal supporters. Make it make sense, like, you know. Then they tell you it's a great atmosphere. Bollocks. It was, if you come second again this year, you're winning your treble to get the second. 3 years in a row, yeah. But the problem about second place, nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you ask someone who got to the semi-final of the Champions League in 2025, say in 20 years' time, to say I don't know, but I can tell you who won it. PSG. That's what matters. At the end of the day, covered up with everywhere you want, you have to win these trophies. End of story. And I'm sick failing every time. Every single season is the same thing. Fail. We're on a roundabout. Just on a roundabout, same thing. Broken records say the same thing day in, day out. Trying to get the standards back to where they used to be. Well, I can't see the standards coming back for years and years. I think this club is done. For years. I think we're in serious trouble. Given the keys to this Arteta as the first job as a manager over Arsenal Football Club. So Jesus Christ, you wouldn't make it up. Arteta's the weak link, as well as, sorry lads, just let me go back here. No Japanese beer in the Emirates will cost £15 a pint. That's what I'm saying, it's embarrassing, it's a joke. Absolute joke. I'm catching a game now with Aaron Talks Arsenal. So when I do a video from there, and I'll tell you the price of things over there then, because it's embarrassing. No need for it. Arteta's the weak link, as well as arms, mutants and fans. 100%. Arteta is... Look, I won't get personal towards the man. I don't know the man. He has a family. You know, he has a wife and he has children. A fair play to him. He's in a great position in life. A position that I'm sure all of us would love to be in. He'll never have to worry financially ever again. Fair play to him. So, you don't have to insult him and call him names and stuff like that. But as a manager of Arsenal Football Club, he's a failure. He's a failure. And sometimes you just have to look at yourself in the mirror and you have to say to yourself, you know what, I've done my best, but my best just ain't good enough. And maybe it's time to move on. And you know what, you respect someone even more so than that. There's times that in my life that I've tried something and it just wasn't for me, or it just wasn't good enough at it. And I just say, you know what, I did the best I could. It's time to move on, let someone else take over. And you will be respected a lot more for it. But this Arteta is a narcissist. And it's all about him. And unfortunately, we're stuck with him for another couple of years, in my opinion, lads. Unless if the Kroenkes and Bertie get together and they have a plan, and the plan is that if he doesn't succeed by Christmas, that he's 12 or 15 points away from first place, then maybe they might sack him. Who knows? What have I got here? Kyle, I have us finishing 5th to 7th next season. LJ, Shane Gunner says that we'll, I think he said either we'll finish 5th or we'll finish outside the top 5. One or the other. I said last year that we're done by Halloween. I'm saying this year that we're done already. And I don't care if they bring in Gyökeres and Isaiah. We're still done because this manager is just not good enough. He'd probably have Isaiah playing in the goal. Probably have Gyökeres playing centre back. This is the problem we have with this joke of a manager. But for me, it'd be the same old shit. Trying to get the top 4. 4th or 3rd or 2nd. Who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, even when we do get Champions League spot, we're not doing anything, are we? We're not winning it, like. It's alright getting the quarterfinals and semi-finals. You have to win it. Yeah, big up. Unfortunately, Kyle, at the end of the season, Arteta said it's on the board. So with the transfer window so far, they're going to put blame on them instead of this manager again. 100%. They probably will. They won't put I'll tell you one thing. The 90% of the fan base will definitely not put the blame on Arteta. That's one guarantee. Because this Arteta, according to them, is perfect. He's untouchable. Cannot be touched. The man is made of gold. The greatest manager in Arsenal's history. Leave the man alone. He knows exactly what Arsenal needs. And they're bringing in the likes of Maduka and Norgard and Zubamendi and these fellas. Fucking joke. 20 years of underachieving failure. BX Gunner, 100%. It's failure all the time. You'd be sick of it. Like here we are, next week, we're flying on the little European and we're going on our pre-season trip. And look at the state of the squad. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Kia Ward, not good enough. People say he came in, he did well, he did this, he did that. He's not good enough. End of story, not good enough. California, not good enough. Is Shevchenko gone yet? Or is he still at the club? And if he's still at the club, why is he still at the club? Shevchenko, not good enough. Who else have I got? Tommy Asu was gone. What a joke that was. Injured the whole thing. Who else? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head here. I heard that Trossard has been heavily linked. Let him go. Not good enough either. I've been saying it for years. Not good enough. Martinelli. Let him go. Get 70 million. That's the rumour. 70 million to go to Saudi Arabia or somewhere. Take the 70 million. He hasn't kicked the ball in 2 years. Maybe he's a good player. But under this manager, he's useless. Useless. Jesus. He's on 240k a week. Look, we're stuck with him. Not good enough. Havertz, the same. 280,000 for a donkey. Odegaard. 240,000. People telling me he's world class. And he's the captain of the club. And then we talk about standards. Longongo, I heard he's back. Sammy, or whatever you want to call him. Why is he back? What's the story of Fabio Vieira? Is he going? What's the story? I'm getting rid of him. This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen and ladies. There's at least another 9 or 10 players in this current squad, and I know that the reality is they're not going to get rid of all of them. But if I could, tomorrow morning, if I took over Arsenal tomorrow morning, and someone said to me, you can do whatever you want, there'd be 10, 11 players out that squad gone with immediate effect. It's not just about buying in 1 or 2 players and it's going to sort everything out and we're going to win everything because of that. It's not enough. It's not enough. There's no depth in the squad. Not good enough. Facts, Kyle, just want a trophy. 100%. That's what it's all about. Winning a trophy. But it's going to be a long time before we win one. I think years, myself personally. It will be 21 sadly, yeah, Jay, yeah. We've been shit ever since we stepped foot into the stadium. Absolute joke. Oliver, 100%, man. We went to the stadium. We went from Highbury to sacred Highbury. And we went to this empty bowl. And we won a few FA Cups since then. That's it. That's it. All the legacy and all the history is left in Highbury. And since we came to this fucking stadium, all that history and all that prestige and all that class that this club was based on disappeared. Vaporized. It's embarrassing. Volcano, have you seen the photos of the murals displayed of Arteta out after the Maluka signing? I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I must check up the photos. I did hear about it. Lucas, the show be out. See, we're up against it, lads. We're up against it because there's not enough of us. What should be happening, there should be protests outside on the steps of the Emirates Stadium. There should be, and I mean thousands of Arsenal fans. There should be banners saying that this is not acceptable, this is not good enough. And there should be boycotting the matches. Would it be some term if there was a half a stadium on the first game of the season? But that's not going to happen. Because why? Because 60 to 70% of the Arsenal fans that go to the matches are not the real Arsenal fans. That's the problem. They're tourists and stuff like that. See, so we're up against it. Hopefully you will be sacked during international break in September. Yes, I hope so too, brother, but I just don't see it happening. Just don't see it happening. I think this fraud is going to be with us now for another bite. AJ's calling out Oliver is saying big up. The fact we have only won 4 FA Cups in 20 years at the Emirates is a joke. Absolute facts. 4 FA Cups. Just let that sink in. In 20 fucking years. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. We were promised. Or we were sold a lie. That's what we were. Sold a lie. That when we moved to the Emirates Stadium, we were going to compete with the world's best. 4 FA Cups. Is that competing with the world's best, is it? This whole club is a lie. As I said, all the history is in the past. Because this club is dead. Dead. I'm sick saying it. And I keep saying, I keep going back to it. It's going to take years to come back. Because of this fraud. Yeah, Oliver, yeah, that's embarrassing. Arsenal is Chelsea's official trash can. Maybe we should call it Chelsea Senal FC. 100%. 100%, Victor. Why is it that we're always going to Chelsea to do business? What has Chelsea got on us? Are they, have the evidence of something happening? Arteta having relations with one of the players or what's going on? I lie in bed at night thinking, what the fuck is going on with Chelsea? getting the rejects. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Every fucking window. I'm sick of it. Some Arsenal fans are still in denial about Chelsea having overtaken us in the last 20 years. 100%. I've been saying it for years. We always go on that we're the third biggest club in England. We're not going to be the third biggest club in England if things keep going the way they're going. Chelsea will walk away. Man City will walk away. Liverpool and Man United are different stratosphere. There you go. In a nutshell. But just get back the team, back these players, back the transfer window, back Arteta. Trust the process. I've been told to trust this process 5.5 fucking years ago. And what have we achieved? Failure. BX Gunner, some Arsenal fans, yeah, absolutely. FC, Arsenal will spunk money on Dross, yeah, penny pinch on top players, 100%. I'm hearing reports that this whole Gyökeres thing is being held up because of 5 or 10 million or something like that. But yet we're have to turn around and spend 52 million on Madueke from Chelsea. 12 or 13 million on Norgard from Brentford. Go and spend the fucking money, whatever it takes, just go and get the player. I'm sick of it. It's going on for fucking months. I'm sick. It's like a soap opera. Get the job done. Or get the fuck out. One or the other. I feel sorry for the next manager having to sort all this shit out. Sample Sound Studio, you're 100% right. This is what I have been saying I've been singing it from the rooftops for the last 3 to 4 years. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it. It's not just about failing the coming season. We win, just say we win that this season, which we want. But I'm just saying, we end up at the end of the next season trophyless. And people are going mad, oh, we won that in the game, blah, 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 blah. Get rid of Arteta, get rid of Arteta. Yes, get rid of Arteta, 100%. But there's a whole lot more shit that we need to get rid of. And the club is being that way, instead of that way. And I fear for the club, because I honestly believe that we're gone backwards. There's years and years of work to be done here. Years of work to be done here to get this club back. It's shocking the way it's happened run into the ground. Shevchenko and Trossard were linked with AC Milan and Fenerbahce, but their wages is a problem and transfer fee still needs negotiation. This is what I'm talking about. Because we put them on unbelievable wages. I think someone was telling me, or I heard something, that Shevchenko was on 40 or 50 grand or something like that, and we put him up to 120, 140 grand. Why are we giving these players these kind of wages? Martinelli's the same. We have him on £170,000 a week. He's not worth £170,000 a week. Whoever's making up these contracts should be fucking sacked. And then we find it hard to offload these bang average players. And I mean bang average. I fully believe that Saka will never be the same again post-injury. AJ, this whole Saka thing is going to be very interesting to look at this season. This will tell us a lot about him. I believe he was rushed back, pushed in like Arteta always do, push his players back on the pitch and he injured. I think they rushed him back for that Real Madrid game in the Champions League and they continuously played him. And I think that this will have an effect on him this season. I honestly believe we will see Saka out for a period of time this season. 100%. And I think it's not just going to be Saka. I think Declan Rice is up for an injury too. And when that happens, we're in serious bother. But I don't believe that. Volcano, they wanted to boycott after the Madueke signing, but Madueke got abused online, which I don't condone. But don't use that justifying now we have to back him. I don't play this victim mentality. 100%. I absolutely don't play this victim mentality. What I will say is this. Do not abuse these players under no circumstances. You should not get on the internet, keyboard warriors I call them, and abuse players and call players names and stuff like that. Yeah, it's okay to do videos. Fucking Egypt. Well, that's different. You don't get personal. And don't be down on the player. The player is there, he has a career. And that player is going to do his best to provide for his family and for his future. And me and you and everyone else would do the same thing. So if Maduka gets a chance to play for Arsenal, fair play to him. I'd love to play for Arsenal. We all would. He has an opportunity to do that, fair play to him. He has an opportunity of becoming a millionaire by doing that, fair play to him. If he's able to get his children through college and educate them and stuff like that, fair play to him. But you also have to call it as it is. He's not good enough. He's just not good enough. It's as simple as that. He's not good enough. But you don't abuse him. But you call it out as it is, and he's just not good enough. But look he got the contract, fair play to him. Big up the views. He says they got some compromising photos of us, maybe of the board members. 100% views, top man, top channel, speaks as it is. Views have something there, yeah, I think you could be right, because there's something wrong. Just don't make sense to me. If it's something I can't wrap around my head, we will never learn. Chelsea wins the World Cup of Club. Arsenal is forever the banter team. We are the banter team. Simple as, bro. We are the banter team. Chelsea are winning cups left, right and centre while we're watching and buying their trash players. Don't make sense. Like if Maduka was a great player, Chelsea wouldn't let him go to rivals Arsenal for 52 million. Absolutely no way. This is the problem. And at the start of last season, I'd just like to say, clarify this to you. I do have a contact that tells me a lot of stuff that goes on. And he did say to me at the beginning of last season, that, or the transfer window, that we were getting Ollie Watkins. And I said a few things. I told Del Boy about that. Del Boy made a video about that. And then it transpired that we didn't get the Ollie Watkins. It's after transpiring now that we were actually getting Ollie Watkins last season, the transfer window. And Arteta was the one who pulled the plug at the last minute on that deal. And here we are now about Guy Cruz and Sesko. So, interesting. Very interesting. We are the banter club though, Carlos, brother. And have been a banter club for a long, long time now, brother. Dave, big up to you, brother. Kyle, we are a joke now. We've been a joke for many, many years, bro. As far as I'm concerned, we've been a joke for the last 20, 21 years. Absolute joke. Club has been set back years, even when this clown goes. Dave, I've been saying that, brother. I've been saying that for a long, long time. We are definitely being set back many years under this fraud. 100%. When he goes to see, the thing is that when he goes tomorrow morning, if he's sacked tomorrow morning, he's going home to his big mansion, I'm sure, over in Spain, and he probably has another mansion. Of course, he has another mansion in England, and he have his gorgeous wife and his lovely children and his great lifestyle, and he won't care. He don't care. He won't go around wearing the badge and all that because he's not a fan. He's there. That's his job. That's his career. Fair play to him. But it's the likes of myself, the likes of all the lads there in the chat, big up to Jez there and all the lads. We take it home with us. We think about it 24/7. It's in our blood. It's there. Constant. It's there. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation with Linda, my partner, 2 days ago. And she actually sat in the kitchen. We were having dinner. And she looked at me and she said, Kyle, I have something to say. You know, relationships, we all have ups and downs. And she said, I need to talk to you about something. And I said, yeah, what's the story? And she says to me, because me and Linda, we have a really good relationship. We can talk about anything. If there's a problem, we chat, communicate. That's what it's all about, good communication. But she said, I kind of need to say this to you. I'm pretty bored listening about Arsenal all the time. Now, it kind of woke me up, it kind of shook me up a bit, because I get on YouTube and I talk to the lads because we all have the same love, the same interest as Arsenal. But I kind of expecting my partner to have the same kind of passion for Arsenal as I do. I'm expecting my daughter to have the same kind of passion as I do. And to be quite honest with you, obviously the two would love to see Arsenal winning something for me. But I can't expect Linda and Amy to have the same passion, the same love as I have. And I definitely can't let it get in between my relationship with Linda or my kid Amy. And sometimes I feel I do. And that's my downfall. You know, I'd be there, I'd be coming in. Guess who we're after signing? Maduka from Chelsea. What the fuck? And I'd be going on about it. But Linda's there and she's after having her day and she might have something to say back to me about her day. And I'm not listening because I'm so wound up over this whole Maduka thing. And not just him, but other players and stuff like that and what's going on with the club. So, yeah, gets to you, brother. But as I said to you, Arteta won't care if he goes tomorrow. He won't care. You know, he don't live with it. But, so basically when he does go, whoever takes over from him is going to have years and years and years of trying to get the club back to some kind of normality, because at the moment it's in the gutter. It's literally in the gutter. Literally in the gutter. Joke. Jay says, AJ, afternoon, mate. Red Sox, big up to your brother. Kyle feeling your pain. Yeah, man, it is. It's not good. It's not good to be an Arsenal fan right now. It's not good. I heard Righteous Fury has there to learn what was going on. Are you mad about football? Me? Yeah, absolutely. I'm mad about Arsenal. Mad about Arsenal Football Club. And I'm mad about football and the way it's going, because it's not the football that we once loved. It's a different kind of game now, you know. It's not good. But yeah, no, I always have fury when it comes to this Arsenal Football Club. Breaks my heart to see where we're gone. My Oman life, hello from Oman. Hello people of the internet. Big up, bro, big up. Dave Riley, absolutely, lads. Why is this so entertaining? I can't scroll away. You really love your football. Yeah, bro, I do. Football is football's it is a huge part of my life. Always have been. Since a child, I remember watching games with my father, and he'd be explaining me the rules of the game. I'm watching football now for 40 years. We used to have football on a station over here in Ireland called HTV, and we used to be able to watch all the English games. We used to show a game every Sunday live, and then the highlights. And then back then we had another channel called S4C, and you were able to watch all the Italian football. So I was lucky enough to grow up in an era where I could see Diego Maradona play for Napoli. So I've seen Ruud Gullit. I've seen all those great players, great clubs, great teams, international and club level. And it's just not the same anymore. But football is my 100% football is my it's a 95% of my life. Yeah, it's massive. It means everything to me. Hey Ross, big up the volcano. Big up to you, brother. Thanks for passing through. This is the most passionate Arsenal fan I know. Hey Ross, thank you so much, brother. I speak from the heart. I don't have any scripts or notes or anything like that. It just comes off me head and off me heart, because I speak facts. I speak what I believe is facts. I speak what I believe is the truth. From me, it's the truth. The truth. If I believe in it, I'm going to say it. And you might not agree with me, but it's my truth. It's what I believe, and I'm as authentic as it gets, and that's just it. I might not have the biggest channel and all that, but look at, I love jumping on all the lads shows, and James Collins, Shane Gunner, Lee Gunner, all them lads, and it's great to have a community like what we have. So yeah, big up to you, Ross, you're one of the real ones, brother. Dave, Kyle, I don't want Sesko anywhere near the club. He's not good enough. No, 100% Sesko is not good enough. So I'm happy that died down, and that we're kind of focusing on Gyökeres, and I hope that we do get Gyökeres, because he is a good player. I'm not saying he's not he's not this, he's not that. Let him come to Arsenal, give him his opportunity, and let's see what happens. I hope he succeeds. I hope he scores 30 goals a season. Let's see what happens. But I definitely don't want this to end up now that the Gyökeres deal collapses and we end up getting Jackson from Chelsea. I don't want that to happen under no circumstances. You're us, absolute real legend. Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do. I always forget to say that. Lads, listen, I think I'm on 518 subscribers. I'm at getting more than 500 mark. I'm aiming for the end of next season. I hope to have 1,000 subscribers on my channel. It'd be great. I am getting a laptop for this coming season, and I'm going to be doing streams and all. I'm going to get all the legends on, do a couple of shows during the week, things like that. So big up to you all. I really love the support. This community is magnificent. It means so much. It just means so much to have people looking at me on a Saturday afternoon, listening to me waffle. And yeah, man, it makes it all worthwhile. So as I said to you, when I started off this whole thing, I thought to myself, sure, look, if I got 20 or 30 subscribers, I'd be happy. To have over 500 subscribers, it means the world to me. And yeah, let's move it on. But yeah, big up to you all. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. Rich, the man himself is in the house. Kyle, big up, mate. We love, phoning Chelsea's windows only where this stops, we get no order. Smash the likes and so big up, chat. Yeah, man, big up to Rich, and make sure you check out Rich there. He's always done live shows himself. Top Arsenal fan, knows his stuff. And yeah, he's one of the real ones. He knows where the standards are too. They're on the ground, but Rich is like me, who has the standards up here. So yeah, man, big up to you. Yeah, why is it, Rich, that we're always hitting Chelsea? Why is it? It's a joke, it's embarrassing. And the club is the way it is because of it. Is Arsenal a town? Or like an actual military Arsenal? Arsenal's a football club from North London. And where I live, I live in a place called Enniscorthy, Wexford. So basically here in Ireland, the town that I live in is called Enniscorthy, but we have a county, and the county is Wexford. So Enniscorthy is a town within the county. So Arsenal is North London. You have East London, West London, South London, and Arsenal Football Club is in North London. And maybe if you're not an Arsenal fan, maybe you could, what's the word? Yeah, stay away from Arsenal. Support a different, if you can, support a different club. I wouldn't give you the heads up to support Arsenal because they just do your head in, as you can see. It's our club. Yeah, our club, yeah. Pushing party allegations aside, I feel our mid will be weaker now since we haven't really found a solid player for that position. Carlos, yeah, man. Yeah. Look, unfortunately for Thomas Partey, he's in a situation. And I did a video about him, and I got a bit of people jumped in on the chat there and left a few comments. But what they didn't realise or understand is I said allegedly. So these are allegations that's out for Thomas Partey. He has been arrested over it. So he is going to court about it. And look, let's see what happens in court. But he's innocent to proven guilty. So let's wait and see what happens. But Thomas Partey was a good player. But I agree, we should get someone stronger than Norgard. And this is why I think that Zubimendi is the midfield that we have: Norgard, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Declan Rice. I just don't see it. I just don't fear it. I don't see how we're going to win anything with these lads. Solid player, you said, yeah. In my opinion, the only solid player we have in midfield will be Declan Rice. And apart from that, I don't see anything real with the rest of them, to be honest. Don't see it at all. Being at bait for when I heard this, Gregor's deal could collapse. I wouldn't be surprised. I heard that Gregor's now has gone on strike. He says he's never playing for Sporting Lisbon again, and that he wants to come to Arsenal, and that's it. So, look, as I say, let's see what happens. Interesting week ahead, I think, because we're flying away next week on a pre-season trip. I think that if we're to do business, we should be doing business. We should be getting them in, and we should be taking them on that pre-season. Give the man a chance to get used to our game plan, to get used to the players, and see what happens. Yeah, why not? It's only 5 million. They're to spend 52 million on Meduka, so just go and get him. Just get the job done. It's like I said, it's like an EastEnders TV show. Just keeps going on and on and on. Go and get him if you want him. Get him. Simple. That's actually a very mature dude. We love the things we love, but that can't get in the way of the people we love. Absolute facts. That's absolute facts there, brother. And I'm actually quite guilty of that. In the past, I have had certain relationships break down because of Arsenal, and that's a fact, and that's what. And it is what it is, brother. I did what I did. But I met Linda, and Steph and Linda are very strong. She said to me, so I know what to do now. So I love Linda, and there's no way I put Arsenal ahead of Linda or my daughter Amy. No way. Maybe back in the past I'd admit those. Maybe back in the past I would, but not now. No way. They mean too much to me. But Arsenal are a close second. So let me see what else we have. Breaks your heart seeing us in the title race. Champions League semi. Breaks your heart seeing us in the title race. No, don't break my heart. Breaks my heart when we don't win the title race. And it breaks my heart when we don't win the Champions League. That's the only two things that breaks my heart. Because that's all that matters to me. Win. Second place is no good. You could have a title race all year round, like we've had, and then fail at the last hurdle. You don't go into the history books for finishing second. Champions League semi-final, what's the difference? If you get beat in the semi-final, you haven't succeeded, have you? Big up Kyle, hope you're well, mate. Lucas in the hole, big up brother. Rich, Tim Lewis is the coach here at Arsenal. He might be the one right now stopping the Greco deal. He says yes or no if we can meet the evaluation. Just another prick of this club along with Arteta. Yeah, man, yeah, I said it there earlier on. Tim Lewis is another problem. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy Chris deal does fall through and we end up buying Jackson from Chelsea. Wouldn't be one bit surprised. Anything is possible with this club. Just wouldn't surprise me. Voila. Good day, Kyle chat. Big up to your brother. Hope you're well and having a good day, good weekend. Kyle said last year if Arteta was to win the League Cup, I'd keep him, but 5 years without a trophy is unacceptable for a club like Arsenal. Big up to you though. Yeah, man, yeah, 100%. We all want him to win the cup. If he would have won the League Cup last year, sure, would have made me happy. I would have been delighted. And why would Kyle be delighted winning the League Cup? The reason why is the last time I saw us lift up a League Cup was in 1993. So it would have been great to see us lift up the League Cup. But this manager don't believe in these cups, FA Cup or League Cup. He just bins them. Every year, without fail, bin them. Don't matter. And then you have Arsenal fans like Egal and these fellas and the telling us, bin the cups. Don't matter. They're meaningless. So cup competitions are meaningless. So 1987, when I witnessed Arsenal win their first cup, that was meaningless to him. 1993, when I witnessed us win the double, the two cups, that was meaningless. So the doubles that Arsenal have done throughout their history are meaningless because the FA Cup doesn't matter. Clowns. Where am I? Gabriel, what part of area are you from? I'm from County Wexford, brother. Enniscorthy Town, County Wexford. That's where I'm from. For my sins. Wexford is a lovely county. Lot of scenery, beautiful history. We actually have a place called Vinegar Hill, which is the 1798 battle took place. We won our freedom, our independence. So we have a lot of history here from the town that I live in. And then Wexford itself, we have some of the most beautiful beaches in Europe. We have a beach called Curracloe Beach, and they made the film Saving Private Ryan. Steven Spielberg and his crew actually picked our local beach to film that. Do you know the first scene of Saving Private Ryan where the war takes place on the beach? That was all filmed here, just literally 15-minute drive away from where I live. So we were all excited back then. Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Tom Sizemore, all these legends walking around the town. So yeah, Wexford, County Wexford. If you're ever in Ireland, highly advise you to come pay a visit to Wexford. And the town itself, Wexford town itself is a beautiful town. It has all the shops, has restaurants, everything you want, all on one street. It's beautiful, beautiful place. And then about 40-minute drive just up the M50 up the road from where I live, we've a county Shane lives in. I think Shane, he did live there, I think, or from there. A place called Wicklow. And Wicklow to me is Wicklow and County Kerry are the two best counties in Ireland. The scenery and the mountains and it's like a different world. Let me see. We basically given Chelsea 52 million towards Rodrigo. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Rodrigo's a good player though. I wouldn't mind him coming to Arsenal, but it's not going to happen. So I'm pro someone F1 fan. I barely know the rules of football, soccer here. What makes football so great for y'all? I suppose it's like the F1. I went to see the Brad Pitt film F1 in the cinema last week, and I thought it was a really good film. But F1 for me, I was never a big fan of the F1. I wouldn't understand all the rules to it and stuff like that. But football for me, it's just something that I just fell in love with when I was a child, and that love is deep in me, and I just get a buzz from watching a game. I get a buzz from who's going to win. I love the tactical side to it. I love looking at what players can do with the ball, who's going to score, the excitement when your team do score, the way football brings out like a different personality in you. I'll be watching the game and I'll be shouting at the screen, and then I'll be we're at the score and I'm jumping around. It's just an amazing feeling for me. It's just, I believe you either have it or you don't, and I have it. I just love the game. Just love the game more than any other game. And that's not to say that I don't like other sport. I love all kinds of sport, but football is my number one. Always was, always will be. Other people that I talk to hates the game. Don't find it entertaining at all. Don't like it at all. And that's fair enough too. We're all different people. Different strokes for different folks. That's what I always say. West Brit, you are Irish, not English. Embarrassing. What do you mean by that, bro? What do you mean by that? West Brit, you are Irish, not English. Embarrassing? I don't understand what you mean by that, Pat. Yeah, I am Irish, and I'm proud to be Irish, and I never said I was British, never said I was English, never said I was from England. I love going over to England to watch the Arsenal, and I've met some wonderful Arsenal friends that are all English, and I never had any problems with any of them, and I'm sure they've had no problems with me. It's 2025 now, so as far as I'm concerned, I have no problem with England or any Englishman or Englishwoman for that matter, and I'm sure they feel the same about me. So I don't know what you're trying to get at there, Pat, but it is what it is. I'm proud to be Irish. Ain't no way bro's a gunner. Ain't no way bro's a gunner. You talk about me, that I'm not a gunner. If you are, you're right, I'm not a gunner. Maybe you don't understand that term gunner. I didn't understand that term gunner either until Jez Collins, the big up Jez, gave us the story about where gunner came from. I wasn't part of the gunner brigade, but I am a gunner. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'd have no one tell me I differ. So, that answers your question, Pat. North London, Arsenal, in like the team name, like New York Yankees. Yeah, Arsenal, yes, good name. I love it. I love the club. Still trusting the process, I suppose. Yeah, I've been told to trust it. My trust now for that process disappeared very lively about 5 years ago. What the heck is a gunner? You'd have to do a little bit of research, my friend. Kyle for Taoiseach. If I was Taoiseach of this country, pal, let me tell you something. This country be in a different position than what it is. This country, I'm proud to be Irish, but the country is fucked. It's embarrassing. It's getting worse by the day. Things in this country don't make any sense, but then again, I'm sure that every nationality can say the same about their own country. I know that England is all messed up as well. I think the whole world is messed up, to be honest. But I can only speak for Ireland, and at the moment, we are in serious, serious bother. It's impossible for young people to figure out. His name, the old Arsenal firm years ago. There's the man himself, Jays. As I said about being a gunner, I'm not a gunner. I'm a gunner. And I say this, I didn't know what the term gunner until Jays Collins spoke about it one night, and that put me back in my box. So I don't refer to myself as a gunner. The likes of Jays and the whole brigade like that, they're gunners, not me. So big up Jays. I leave the history to Jays. He's the man. If you haven't subscribed to Jays, lads, please do. Get onto it straight away. You learn so much. I know there's a huge lag by the time you read this. Just want to say Arsenal will never give you a hug when you're sad or cook your dinner when you're hungry. Good for you, dude. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I totally agree with you. 100%. I live in a desert, 1.5 million people, but no real sense of community. I love you're all proud of your home area. Yeah, I am anyway. I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm not proud of the way things are being run in the country, but it is what it is. Like every other country, it's like what I said. That's hilarious. They found movie makers, they found community growing. But if Brad Pitt gets no fans watching read F1, then the Hollywood wrote about it. Yeah, man, yeah, 100%. I thought it was a good movie. As I said, yeah, I don't understand the whole ins and outs of F1. But I did enjoy the movie, and definitely I will be watching. I actually did watch the final there last Sunday. Silverstone, was it? Over in England, I think it was. I watched a bit of it there last Sunday, so because I watched the film the week before. So yeah, it's all good, all good. The Assembled, afternoon everyone, big up to you, big up to you Assembled. Cause you kind of look like Micheál Martin, Jesus Christ almighty, don't say that to me. Out of all the people, the Assembled, I don't want to do with Micheál Martin and Simon Harris and them clowns if I could. Egal is so-called gunner. Egal, yeah, Lucas, not going to get personal with Egal. Egal has his own opinions. And to be quite honest with you, I don't agree with him. But look, it is what it is. And he's a bit of a character, but look, he is what he is. He's having too many people call themselves gunners. 100% Jace. And Jace, just now that you are there in the chat, I'd just like to say that I didn't understand the whole gunner situation until Jace spoke about it. And he was quite passionate about what he said. And it made a lot of people think, including myself. So I just go by, as you can see on my channel, it's called Kyle Walsh Gunner. And I just call myself a gunner. By no means am I a gunner. But if you want to hear any history, anything like that, lads, Jace is the man you go to. Top man. Thanks, Jace, so much for the support, bro. Sam, I'm an old Native American, bloody US Marine Corps vet. You think I'm proud of America right now? No, first of all, big up to you for being a US Marine Corps vet, brother. Big up to you. And I can just imagine. And I can just imagine how you feel right now about your country. It's not good. It's not good. Trump, I don't know if you're Trump in or Trump out. And it's not a political station. Or channel, I should say. But I do have a lot of time for the politics myself. And yeah, man, I don't understand what the hell is going on anymore. The world has lost itself. When you have the likes of Trump and Putin, and you have Strammer, I think his name is there in England, and you have Micheál Martin and Simon Harris over here in Ireland. My God. It's a joke. You see all these people, these powerful people over our countries, and I don't know what it is. They just don't care about the ordinary people. They just don't care. Our government had the college grants for €2,000 per child, and now it's €3,000 per child. They hiked it up by €1,000, and we're on the The breadline as it is, people can't afford electricity. People can't afford food. Every time you go into a shop, it costs you might pick up 5 items today and it might cost you €25. You go down tomorrow morning, pick up the same 5 items, it could cost you €27. Electricity might cost you €50 this month. It might cost you €100 next month. The price for diesel and petrol at the diesel pumps can't be done. I love to jump into the car tomorrow morning and say to the woman and the child, we're heading up to Belfast for a couple of nights. It just can't be done. By the time you pay for the diesel alone, that's your hotel room gone. It's a joke. They just don't care. And they're all millionaires, by the way, so why should they care? But yeah, Murricane right now is not a good place. And I don't know what's going to happen, bro, but sad. Jesus, smash the likes, it really helps Kyle's channel. Absolutely. Please smash the likes, press the subs. As I said, maybe Jez, you didn't hear me what I said, but I'm trying to get a laptop for the start of next season. And I'll be inviting all you legends onto a few shows that I want to come up with myself. And yeah, have the community open strong because we need to get this club back. Do you follow the League of Ireland? Up the Woes. I actually used to follow it a lot more than what I do now. But I still keep my eye on it because I do support a team. And my team in the Irish League is St. Pat's. I love St. Pat's. Boys, Damien Duff, I was glad that he stepped down. He's an absolute prick of a man. I'll tell you a quick story about Damien Duff and why I don't have much time for him. I went into a coffee shop up in Wicklow one day I should say, and he was there with his woman having a coffee, fair play. I didn't want to disturb him. But a man walked in pushing his child in a wheelchair. And the child saw Damien Duff and got excited. And went over with his father, the two went over, and asked Damien Duff for a picture, for a photograph. And he was quite blunt and ignorant to that man and his child that was in a wheelchair, that was physically not able to walk with disability. And there was Damien Duff with nobody else around him. It only take 3 seconds just to jump into camera, take a picture. That was it. And he actually got quite blunt and quite ignorant towards that man and his child, disabled child. And I'm sorry, but I'm not there for that. So I actually went in with my mother to buy her a cup of tea and a cake. And I just said to my mum, you know what, mum, we're out of here. We're out of here. And we got up and we're walking out, and I walked over to his table. And I said, Damien, I just need to say one thing to you. I said, you have been in a privileged position for most of your life as a professional football player. You're worth millions of pounds because of the game. And as fans like that young fella that has you in the predicament that you're in, and you couldn't even get in to take a 3-second picture of him, I said, I'm absolutely disgusted as an Irishman to another Irishman. I said, I thought you'd be a little bit better than that. But I said, then again, I said, you're just another fucking asshole. And I walked out of the shop. He said nothing, he just looked at me. Never said a thing. Because I would have told him to go fuck himself. I think it was absolutely shocking. I just don't like that. If I was in that predicament that he was in, a multi-millionaire because of the game, I'd take as many photographs as I could, especially with disabled children. I think it's shocking. Shocking. These players, they think that they're something that they're not. So St. Pat's, brother. Butter now €4 in certain shops, used to be €2. Yeah, man. Everything has gone up in price. Everything. It's embarrassing. I won't be critical, but I have learned that empathy is normal in the animals that evolved the earth. I'll embrace all of our human diversity, including rowdy football fans across the planet. There is rowdy football fans across the planet, but not as all. Not as all, brother. Not as all. Damien Duff for Shelbourne. Oh yeah, Shelbourne, bro. Shelbourne. Yeah. My mistake. Sorry about that, bro. My mistake. Boys, man. Yeah. Reynolds. Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. I got all confused there. But yeah, Damien Duff is still a prick. Did you see the ludicrous display last night? If we're talking about Katie Taylor's fight, I didn't see it as I was working. I was on night shift. But I heard, I don't know how true it is, I heard that she should have lost. I personally believe she should have lost the last one as well. But look, she won 303. Let it be. Best luck to her. She got 6 million or something for her. So fair play to her. Katie Taylor is a good one. She started doing some wonderful stuff for Ireland and especially young girls. So big up to her. But yeah, boxing. I grew up. My father is a boxing historian. That's what my dad is, and my father has been quite lucky. He spent, let me get it right for you. He spent 4 days with Muhammad Ali. Ali fought here in Ireland in Croke Park in Dublin, and my father, he spent 4 days with Muhammad Ali, and it's great. And Ali gave him his boxing gloves, signed autographs. So my dad had a scrapbook for the 4 days because he was so much into the boxing, and he kept all these different things that Ali gave him throughout the 4 days. And when Ali died, I still believe that part of my father died. My father's a very interesting man, and he was also great friends with Marvin Hagler. And unfortunately, Marvin Hagler died as well. But my dad, he still keeps in touch with his wife and Hagler's children. But yeah, the boxing. So I grew up loving boxing as well. And I remember back in the day, Nigel Bain and Chris Eubank and all these fellas, all legends. Hagler himself and Foreman, all these lads. And now I look at boxing, and it's not the same. It's just not the same. They're all big giants of men. Usyk is a good one. I like Usyk, but apart from that, boxing is just not the same what it used to be. Big up Kyle, hope you're well, mate. Smash the likes, people. Big up Mark G. Big up, big up, big up. And now that Mark is in the house, I just want to say, so sad about Jota brother, and God rest his soul, and big up to the Liverpool Football Club and Liverpool supporters like yourself. It hit us all. It's after impacting us all. Very, very sad. Tragic. But big up to you, Mark. Thanks very much for joining the show, pal. Check, I got that one. Jazz December, big up, mate. You Brimpish. Whatever that means. I always thought you were a Limerick man, Kyle. You sound like a Limerick man. No, definitely not a Limerick man. And a Scarty man. Wexford. It's funny you said Limerick. I was actually down in Limerick last night, bro. I had to bring down a coach down to see the Wolf Tones. So you can imagine what that was like. There was a big 2-week sumo tournament starting in Japan today. Find a highlight reel during the week and check out what I love, like you love football. I will do, pal. And the next time I do a live show, jump in and I tell you what I think. That fair enough? And there he is. Right. Big up, bro. AJ, 23 likes. Big up everyone for giving the likes, giving the thumbs up. It's great that you tuned in to me, for all people, on a Saturday afternoon. But yeah, it's great to get here and to talk to you and have a chit chat about everything and anything. Some people will like me, some people won't like what I have to say, and that's fair enough too. We're all here, all for the one reason. The one reason is that we all love Arsenal and we want them back, number one. Such a shame, rest in peace. Yeah, absolutely. It's heartbreaking. I went to Wexford before for a field of 15 years ago down in Adamstown. Yeah, Adamstown, bro. Adamstown is about 20 minutes away from where I live. 20-minute drive. People here are good. People here are good people. Obviously, it's like over heads. There's a lot of people that are coming from different countries. So once upon a time, you were able to walk down the street and you know everybody. It's not like that anymore, but the people you do know are all nice people. They're good people. Some so-so's, but you have them everywhere. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Adamstown, yeah. Adamstown, a small little village. Yeah, man. Sorry for talking so much. I can learn to love Arsenal. Yeah, bro. Yeah. If you want, Go in on YouTube and just type in Arsenal history and just look at all videos of what we used to achieve and the football that we played and the footballers that we had. And you'll see why. You'll get enjoyment from it and see why we love what we love. And it's great because you're telling me about F1 and sumo wrestling and stuff like that, and that broadens my mind. So I go and watch a bit of that and see how I feel about that. I might love it, or I might not like it. It is what it is. The same, yeah, as you. You might like the football, you might like Arsenal. Maybe you don't. You know, we're all different. Different strokes for different folks. Can't wait to go over to see United versus Sunderland on October the 4th. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what Man United are going to be like this coming season. A lot of work to be done there. Yeah, interesting. I think this season is going to be interesting in a lot of ways. But yeah, it's sad to see United where they are. Look, I don't like Man United, never did. But still a big club. So let's see what happens. I'm trying to get to see a game before Christmas with Aaron. So I'm looking forward to meeting Aaron, and maybe I might be able to bounce into DJB over there and Kenny Kane. Be nice to catch up with all the legends. For sure, I can't wait to see some Arsenal history. You know, things with rich culture. Yeah, man, check it all out. You'll see us lifting up cups and all that stuff. So, see what you think. You might start loving them. Seen Love Tones in the bars in Glasgow. Also seen Shabin Quality Nights. Yeah, I bought down, as I said to you, I bought a crowd there from Waterford all the way down to Limerick, and had a long night coming home last night. But yeah, the Wolf Tones, there was thousands at it. They always have a big following. And I bought a thing again. I'm going out again tomorrow, and I think tomorrow's the last time they're supposed to be singing together. I think so. Tomorrow night could be interesting. Arsenal winning nothing again, 100%. Definitely not winning nothing again, 100%. No chore words. Kyle, do you like going up to Dublin? Dublin's like my second home. I love Dublin. Dublin has gone into a rough city now, and it's sad to see. It's very, very sad to see Dublin the way it is now. It's actually embarrassing as our city of our country. It's dirty. There's a lot. I'm always speaking about Dublin. I know this is a problem with more cities. There's a lot of drugs, drug abuse. Even so much so, they're on the actual streets, sitting down on the streets, and they're injecting themselves with heroin. And you're walking by them with your child. The dirt of the place, they just have to let Dublin go filthy. It's sad. Dublin was like my second home, as I said. My mum and dad broke up in 1989, and my mum moved to Dublin. Ranelagh, a place called Ranelagh. So since I was about 12, I was going up and down to Dublin, obviously to spend time with my mum, and obviously throughout the years then I got so used to Dublin and all the different places in Dublin, and then as an adult then I actually ended up in a relationship with a woman that lived in Dublin, so I got to know Dublin very well. So yeah, I always regard Dublin as my second home. I always get a little feeling inside every time I go to Dublin. So yeah, Dublin, for me, I like Dublin. But unfortunately, it's gone to fuck though. Ranelagh, lovely place, South Dublin. Yeah, 100%. Dublin 6, yeah, 100%. Ranelagh's beautiful. And Rathmines is beside it. Nice spot too. But Ranelagh was always a nice little place. It's actually, I went up to visit Ranelagh only about a year ago. I hadn't been in Ranelagh for a while, and I couldn't believe the changes that they've done to us. Absolutely beautiful. Very expensive now, but beautiful. Look who's in the house. Rashid. Big up, guys. Smash likes up, people. Rashid, big one. Legend. Once again, getting a laptop for the start of next season. Doing my own few shows, and Rashid, you will be being invited to come on, brother. Another real one. Big up to you. It's over by Halloween. Big okay, yeah, man, yeah, 100%. It's as far as I'm concerned, right here, right now, as I speak, it's over already. Done and dusted. Not good enough. They're not showing me any. They're not showing me any. What's the word I'm looking for? Ambition to win a league title. So as far as I'm concerned, it's over and done with already. Even if we do get Gycris and Eze, I still feel it's not enough. I still feel the squad is not good enough. The depth of the squad is not good enough. The manager is overstacked. So yeah, I actually believe that this season is the season that's going to wake up a lot of people, and they're going to start realising that what we have all been saying for the last 5 years is going to come true to fruition. I honestly believe that. Kyle, do you think the Irish team will qualify for the World Cup? I hope so. I've never seen Ireland in the World Cup. I was too young for the last one, 2002. I was born in 1999. I don't think the Ireland football team would qualify for the Wexford Cup here in my town because they're just not good enough. Ireland's national team is in a bad place right now. And I think it's going to get worse than what it is. Imagine that. And I think one of the biggest problems by football, I think why all sport has changed. I see a lot of young people today, and all to do is play games on their phone, or texting their friends on the phone, or playing PlayStation games. I don't ever see, like when I was growing up, there'd be 50 of us out in the field playing all types of sport. I don't see that anymore. The fields are empty. The pitches are empty. Young people just don't have any interest. All they're doing is on the phone, my daughter included. On the phone all the fucking time. So if you're not out practicing, kicking the ball against the wall, what hope have you got? And I just think that the standards of Irish football is gone down big time, as in the national team. So no, I don't want to see us qualifying for a World Cup. I was very lucky. I saw us in the 1990, 88 Euros, then the 1990 World Cup, 94. So I was lucky to see all that. And we should have done much better than what we did. We had great players. Jackie Charlton, put him under pressure. So I was lucky enough to go through all that. But the current Irish team right here, right now, wouldn't qualify. I tell you the truth, I could get 11 young players here from town here to beat that Irish team. No good. I'm finished, by the way. I used to go to games up in the Viva, up to the Irish games. And I went the last time I went up was about, when was it? A couple of years ago? Or about a year and a half ago maybe. And I went up and I was the only one. I was protesting outside the stadium. I was the only one. I'll tell you when it was. Kenny was still in charge. And I had a big banner with Kenny out. And I didn't want him. And I was the only one there. And then a couple of matches after that, Del Boy came with me. And Del Boy, in the ground, stood up in a big banner. Kenny out. That this is not acceptable. And the Irish fans turned on me and Del Boy. I thought that we were in serious bother. I thought they were going to kill us. But we stood by. We wanted them out. The standards to be raised, but unfortunately it's not. It's a joke, man. Ireland football is a joke. So player skill is good, but they are in a bad headspace because of the management. And other players, there's some players are good. Other players are not good enough for the team. Manager is definitely not good enough for this club. So just check it out, bro. See what you think yourself. You'll know what I'm talking about. The likes of George Graham and Arsene Wenger and Bertie Mee and all those great men. Herbert Chapman, and then we have Arteta. It's a joke, absolute joke. Views is in the game. Good man, Views. I'm so sorry, my bro. You wasn't showing us live, or what I was seeing, send people over. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. This is all new to me. I'm doing live on my phone. I did set it up for 2 o'clock and stuff like that. I don't know if it went out to people or have no idea, brother. But look, next time I give you the heads up. I'm doing a live show and maybe then you'll send a few over. But listen, big up to you, bro. I love your shows. Legend. And you'll be coming on my show very soon. Views on Sport Legend. Your legend views. I used to play tip the can and curbs when I was younger. Don't see that now? 100%. 100%. 100%. I was up in a house in the estate. A big council house in the estate where I live here in town. Only the other day. And the woman was with me. And I said, Linda, do you know what? I don't see any young fellas out playing curbs or soccer or hide and seek or anything like that. And I said, it's sad. But that's society. If I told my daughter about curbs, she looked at me and said, Dad, what are you talking about? They wouldn't understand what it was like for us back in the day. I remember being sent to the shop. I have no problem saying it because it's part of me. With butter vouchers. Now you might say to me, what's butter vouchers? Butter vouchers, you go into the shop and you could buy, say, £15 worth of shopping. And you hand in a few butter vouchers and they take a few quid off the shopping. Because you'd be living in poverty. But growing up, I didn't have much growing up. So that's, you know, if I handed a butter voucher to my daughter, there's no such thing now, but if I did hand a butter voucher to my daughter, she'd rip it up and throw it back at me. They just don't understand what it's like. They want everything. They just expects everything. So that's the society that we live in. 60% of the Irish team are championship players and the rest are bottom 6 Premier team players. 100% they have. And that's why we're not going to qualify for World Cups and stuff like that. The boys in green will always give it their best. You can't fault them for that. They will try. But just the levels are just not there, you know. So I hope I'm proved wrong, obviously, because it'd be great to see our country in the World Cup. Be great, be fantastic. Can hear you. Yeah, views, big up, bro. Chase, I got the notifications bell. Yeah, big up, Chase. Real one. Kouachi, big up, brother. Top Gunner saying Norgard is a good business for Arsenal. Apparently Kepa is cheap. Yeah, I'm after hearing a lot of that crap. Channels that are big channels. That's what gets to me. I've only over 500 and I try to voice my opinion. Try to get my club back to where it used to be. The likes of Jays, the likes of Kenny Kane, DJB, Lee Gunner, Shane Gunner, Views. There's so much more. Warren's Team Talk put up a video there. If you haven't checked out Warren's Team Talk, check him out. He was speaking facts there as well. And, you know, these lads, not the lads I just mentioned, but AFTV and these lads, they have like over 1 million subscribers. And why are they not using their platforms to tell the truth? To get the club back to where it used to be? The swords, that's why. So the likes of myself, the likes of Jays, Lee Gunner, Kenny Kane, Views, Shane, all the lads, Northside, all the lads, we all use our platforms to say it as it is because we're true Arsenal fans. We love this club. We want our club back to where it should be. And we'll keep on voicing our opinions and we'll keep on making the noise until things change. It's tough though. It's tough to get it to change. I don't see any changing anytime soon. Put it that way to you. Definitely don't see any cups or trophies coming to us. See what I mean? Top Gunners are saying about Norgard is good business and all. How is it good business? He's 31 years of age. He's an average player. I want to see us lift up a league title. I want to see us lift up a Champions League title. And Norgard is not the player to do that. What happens if Declan Rice gets an injury? Just say he puts a hamstring and he's out for 8 weeks, 10 weeks. What happens then? Kepa is cheap. Who cares? That's what I'm saying, bro. These channels does my head in. Talking absolute crap all the time. Carnage, brother, how are you, bro? Hi, Kyle, how you doing, fella? I never got notification you were live. Hope you're well, mate. And it's super, and folks, super me. Yeah, bro, yeah. I'm trying to look into all this I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm getting a laptop, so I'll be doing it all better and properly, and I'll be asking the lads for a bit of advice, and they'll be able to send me on the right track. Because at the moment I'm doing everything on my phone, and it's just hit and miss. Like Jez Collins got the notification, you didn't get the notification, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. But big up to you for joining the party. Big up to you, bro. Kyle, you going to watch Curry and Tyrone today in the football at 5? Simple answer to that question, my bro, is no. And the reason why I'm saying no is that I just don't have any interest in Gaelic football. Too much hand passing and bullshit like that, bro. I might watch hurling if there was not nets on, but football, I've no time for the Gaelic football. No time for it, bro. Started changing big time. How are you keeping Kyle? Gavin Kenny. Is it Gavin from Enniscorthy that I know? And if it is, big up to you, Gavin. Another Arsenal fan. And I think if it's the Gavin I'm thinking about, Gavin actually stopped me there in a local chip shop the last time I was talking to him. And he said to me, you know what? He said, I didn't really agree with everything you were saying, but I'm starting to agree with it now. So big up to you, Gavin. And if so, I'm trying to get Adam to change his mind now, bro. So let's keep the pressure on him. That's if it's the real Gavin that I'm talking about. Bring back the Hardy books. Yeah. Yeah, big time, bro. Why do you think there is very few world-class players right now? I think world-class, first of all, I think world-class to be thrown around too often. Players are made out to be world-class and they're nowhere near world-class. I'll give you a prime example of Arsenal. People say to me the Saka's world-class. He can be. Big up Gavin. It is me. You may keep on to that. Absolutely, Gavin. We have to put the pressure on him, bro. We have to put the pressure on him because this is just unacceptable, Gavin. It's unacceptable. Listen, thanks for tuning in, bro. Big up to you, and yeah, man, hope to catch you soon. We'll have a better chat, but thanks for joining in, and yeah, man, I hope you're still thinking the same. Arteta needs to go, bro. But let's go back. I hope you're well, and the family is keeping well, Gavo. We go back here to world-class players. Yeah, no, I think world-class is just thrown out too often. Messi was world-class. Cristiano Ronaldo was world-class. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Rodrigo was top class. Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion, was world class. But I grew up with world class players. Diego Maradona, Hullet, as I mentioned, Van Basten, Klinsmann. The list goes on. Who it's the real Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Romario. I say Maradona. Like Xavi, Iniesta, all these Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry. You know, I grew up on it. They're all world-class players. Every one of them world-class players. I just feel that in today's football, they're not allowed to play. I think they're kind of more robotic. They have to stick with a certain structure, the manager. Yeah, exactly. The big up Warren in the chat. Liam Brady and David O'Leary. Absolute facts. Big up Warren. Subscribe to Warren's Team Talk. Spitting facts on his latest video. Is Mbappe world class? No, I don't think Mbappe is world class. I never thought Neymar was world class. People might go against me on that. 95% of people might say they are world class, but to me they're not. Mbappe is a letdown, as far as I'm concerned. He had a great World Cup final, don't get me wrong. But to me, no, I think Mbappe could be. But I think he's surrounded by the wrong people, and I think he has this whole opinion of himself. And I don't think it's the right opinion to have about himself. I could name out hundreds of better players than him as I was growing up. In today's football, in the world of football as it is today, he's probably known as world class. But in this term, in this field, in this time, in this era, which was not a great era, let's get that straight. The mentions Julian Bellingham, for example, not world class. Saka, not world class. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, and like there's no names coming to mind. So yeah, so I feel it's the way the game has changed as well. I think the manager, you look at Arteta and Guardiola, they have these players playing certain style of football, and I think it kind of. Back in the day, players are allowed to express themselves, and I don't think players are allowed to express themselves like they were back in the day. And I think it's a big letdown for the game. So when you use world class, just be careful how you use it and when you use it, because these players are certainly not what you think they are. Let me see. Why do you think they're very? It's a learning curve, mate. I should have said it. It's. Karen, yeah. We used to, yeah, bro, yeah, absolutely. 100%, and Jane, yeah, 100%. I hope you are well. Yeah, I remember you straight away, even with Carney, Chelsea, I remember it straight away. Yeah, so big up to you, pal. I hope you are well and having a fantastic weekend. It's absolutely boiling here. I said, Adam, or Gavo, get on to Adam, give him the chance he's mine, bro, because when I see him, I will be on to him. Yeah. Dennis Bergkamp, world class, 100%. The greatest player in my eyes ever to play for Arsenal Football Club. We have Mr. Shane Gunner in the chat. Shane, big up, bro, big up. And I'm sorry, I was to text you, I couldn't make the Bruce Banana show the other night. Family arrangements, bro, and I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show, but Linda had a little chat with me. That Arsenal was kind of coming between us, so I had kind of, yourself. It's a bit of a. It was a. I had to listen, and I have to do something about it because I can't lose Linda over Arsenal Football Club. It's not worth it, bro. So aside about that, Shane, I hope you understand. I was going to text you and all that, but I'm doing a lot of making up. Shall I say? Do you think we would get Eze, Gyökeres and Rodrigo? Gavo! My simple answer back, bro, is no. I don't think we're going to get Rodrigo. Absolutely no way. There is obviously talks about Gyökeres, but seemingly that's now after breaking down a bit. I still think it can be achievable. And the Eze thing, I think we're after opening up talks, and seemingly they want 68 million. The buyout clauses, but I think that we're on about putting down 45 million and then the rest in installments over a few year period. And I'm after hearing a rumour today saying that Crystal Palace are happy enough with that. If that's the case, why not just go and do it? Just go and do it this week. By Wednesday, he should be named as an Arsenal player. Just go and do it. And if they do get Eze and Gyökeres, I'd be happy with the two of them signings. Are they going to win Media League title or Champions League title? I don't think so. Because I'll go back to the simple fact that the squad is still not good enough. There's still 8, 9, 10 players in the squad that are not good enough. And we need to ship out, but we have a serious problem. The serious problem is the wage bill. So, rather kind of snook on ourselves. Then is Gyökeres going, I'll give you an example. Is Gyökeres going to come to Arsenal and be our number one striker? Is he going to go ahead of Kai Havertz? If so, where does Kai Havertz fit in? Now, he's on £280,000 a week, Kai Havertz. Are we honestly going to sit him on the bench and pay him £280,000 a week? Lots of questions, lots of problems. So let's see what happens. But Gyökeres, Gavin and Eze could be done, but Rodrigo, not a hope. Pedri is a good player, Brad, a good player. He has the potential, same as Yamal from Barcelona. He has the potential of being world class. Not world class yet. It's like what my father always says, judge a player at the end of his career, not the beginning. So let's see what happens. Marco van Basten, greatest number 9 I ever saw play in the flesh. Warren told me about this. Warren said that he went to a European Championship and he saw the likes of those great players. And yeah, Marco van Basten was a wonderful player. Wonderful player. Top of the range. Not too many better than him. For me, he said flesh, I never saw this fella in the flesh, but for me, and I always say it, The greatest striker I ever saw, most natural gifted striker I ever saw, Romario. No one could touch him. But I didn't see him in the flesh, just on TV. Best I ever saw. What's worse than ants in your pants? Tell me. Rodri at City is world class. He stand out like a boss on the field. Yeah, absolutely. I said it when I was mentioning world class players. I said Rodri, 100%. I also said Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne on his day is world class. Rodri's world class. There's no shadow about it. Would you say Luis Suarez world class? Yeah, absolutely. World class player. Absolutely. When he was at Liverpool Football Club, he was brilliant. I went to see Arsenal play Barcelona in the new camp. And pre-season game. I went to Barcelona and I didn't know the game was on. I went into the hotel and there was a sticker saying Barcelona versus Arsenal on the Sunday. And I was going to be there. And I asked the girl behind the counter, how do I get a ticket for this game? And she was actually selling the tickets behind the counter. I think it was 25 quid. The best 25 quid I ever spent. And so at the Sunday I went to the new camp and Messi came out and he gave a speech to the fans. The atmosphere in the stadium, I never forget, they were doing the Mexican wave. Oh, the stadium, it was trembling. I thought the whole thing was going to collapse. It was unbelievable. And we played well that day. It was a good game of football. We played well. And Suarez came on. We were winning 1-0 and Suarez came on with 20 minutes to go. And yeah, he scored a screamer in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Barcelona won 2-1. But it was great to see. Great to see. What is it? Sorry, yeah, saw that. R9 was class. Absolute class. Still think Romario was better. Absolutely right about this squad. Not one of these players we've signed so far or have been linked or anywhere near. No, they're not good enough. Uncles. Good to see the little joke thrown in there. No, Warren, they're not good enough, Pat. This is where I'm coming from. These players are not good enough. They're not going to win me a title. They're not going to win me a Champions League title. Even with Guy Chris and Eze, I still believe that the squad of players are just not there. Like if something happens to Declan Rice or any of them, Saka or someone important like that, Saliba or someone that's important, we're doomed. Fucked. If we were to sign Eze and Guy Chris, I'd only give our window a 5 or 6. Yeah, I'd give it a 4 maybe. Like these players coming to Arsenal, they have a lot to prove. You know, like it's alright saying Guy Chris scored 54 goals. He did this, he did that. It's the Portuguese league. Different ball game in the Premier League. Different ball game. Would he score 54 goals then? No, don't think so. So let's see. As I said to you, the jury is out. Let's see what happens. From me personally speaking, right here, right now, not good enough. The squad is just not good enough. I saw Ronaldinho playing for Brazil against Colombia in an Olympic qualifying game. Brazil won 9-0 and Ronaldinho was on fire. Absolutely. Ronaldinho was gifted. Boss stuck to his foot. Absolutely brilliant. Damien Duff was world class. Warren. Damien Duff a prick, the more like it. Can you name to me world class players right now? Rodri would be world class. Who else will be? And Messi and Ronaldo are still playing. They're world class. They might not be at the heights that they used to be, but they're still world class. I'm just trying to think. Yamal has him and Pedri. Like they have the potential to be world class, but world class players right now, from what I used to see, very, very difficult. I look at the Brazil national team at the moment. I think it's one of the worst I ever saw. Germans, Italians. Not too many world-class players when you think about it. Good player, don't get me wrong, good players and all that, but when you talk about world-class, you see, you have to be careful. It's like, I suppose like what my father said to me, my dad always believed that Muhammad Ali was the greatest boxer of all time. He always believed that Elvis Presley was the greatest singer of all time. But as he got older, he said to me, do you know what, Kyle? They're the greatest in their time. And he's right. You know,
Only in their time, because times change, everything changes. Football is just not the same as what it used to be. And to name out world-class players right here, right now, off the top of my head, I find it hard. Especially when I compare them to what I used to see on a weekly basis. I'm sure there's a few lads that might be leaving out. But sure, that's what happens here, old. You can't think like I used to. I'm a Wolves fan, and when Wolves got promoted through the playoffs, I went to Highbury to watch Wolves against Arsenal, and in all fairness, I just went to watch the Invincibles. Any football fan will. Zach, 100% Pat. What a team. Legends. It was an honour and a pleasure and a privilege to watch them. And there's one player that never gets much recognition, and I just loved him, man. That was Robert Perez. I thought Perez was just out of this world. But yeah, it was great to see all those teams, those players. Amazing. I'm happy, Zach, that you got to see them, because you'd never forget that. I appreciate that team. 100%, Pat. Never see a team like it again. I just can't understand why Gyökeres wasn't the first official signing. We need a lot of players, but we desperately need a striker. There's no logic in how this club... No, 100%. 100%. This club don't move anyway you expect it to. It's always messing around and fucking up things the whole time. And then they wonder why us fans gets mad and, Jesus, the poor frustrating. This club do your head in. They better start copping on and do the right signings within the next week or two. That's it. No point now panic buying there at the last day of the January sale, or the summer transfer, and getting in the likes of Jackson from Chelsea instead of Gyökeres. No, don't want to hear it. No excuses. Emmanuel Petit or Declan Rice? Declan Rice wouldn't hold. He wouldn't be fit to polish Emmanuel Petit's boots. Emmanuel Petit all day long. Emmanuel Petit was world class. Unbelievable player. I honestly don't think that there are any world class players. No, Warren, listen, I'm trying to think here, pal, and I can't come up with any world class players that I can say are genuinely world class. There might be in today's game, but that's not much to talk about. Would Declan Rice start for Wenger doubles and the Invincibles? I like to think not. I wouldn't think so. I can't answer for Wenger, but for me, he wouldn't even see the subs bench. Never mind the first team. Phenomenal teams. Gilberto Silva, Petit, Vieira, even the likes of Gilles Gormandi and them fellas stepped in and done a job. Find it very hard. Paul McGrath, for example, would be light years ahead of any centre-back player. 100%. There's not a centre-back player in world football that would hold a candle to Paul McGrath, including Van Dijk. And Van Dijk is a great player. But Van Dijk, he's a world-class player. Van Dijk. And Paul McGrath be twice as good. Petit all day long, and Declan Rice wouldn't even get into Wenger's under 11 team. No, 100%. 100%. Couldn't see him nowhere near the squad. I like Declan. You can't blame him for having a rubbish man. 100%. I like Declan as well. I think Declan is a really good player. I think he's a solid, steady player. He gives it his all. He puts his body on the line. He runs from box to box. He puts in an effort. He puts in a shift every day. He actually reminds me of an old type player. And he actually shows me that he does care. And he does care. I can see it in him that he does care. But is he in Petit's level? No. But he is a good player. And I like him at Arsenal. I'd rather have him at Arsenal than not at Arsenal. I'll put that way to you. I think Rice will be a better player under a different manager. Yeah, he could be. He could become world class under a different manager. Unfortunately for him, he's stuck with this manager now for another while. So let's see what happens, But it's a joke, really. But listen, chat, I appreciate every single one of you coming in here today. I am going to have to head off because it's now 5 to 4 and I have to get myself ready because I'm bringing my wonderful lady out for a bit of dinner and we're going to sit back and enjoy a drink or two. and spend a little bit of time together, because of work and stuff like that, it's a hard thing to do sometimes. And we'll take it from there. Those the free kicks against Madrid shows there is something. 100%, there is something about him. Declan Rice always performs. He performs well, and I hope we don't lose him to a stupid injury now next season or anything like that. But he still, for me, he's still not the levels of a Petit, and definitely needs more midfielders around him to win the league title, because the lads he has around him at the moment, we're not winning anything. Rice has a suspect mentality running around the Emirates with a camera after every Real Madrid game. I would have sold him for that. And I said, well, you see, this is the thing, Warren. Yeah, it's like Odegaard when he took out the camera and started taking pictures of the fella. They need to be sat down at the start of the season, and they need to be told to stop doing stupid fucking things like that. You do things like that when you win something. You don't do things like that when you don't. It's very simple. And it's all about getting the right mentality. I need to cop on with all that, Instagram and all that. You're a professional football player. You're out there to win those silverware. Do it. If you want to be a photographer, join a photographer club. And get over Arsenal Football Club. It's the time we live in. People are strange. Yeah, 100%. People are strange. You see it every day of the week. Fruitcakes going around. But it is what it is. But lads, listen, I just want to say, I'm going to finish it off now. And I just want to say, big up to you all. I want now to try to get, I don't even know, I think the last time I done this, I hit the wrong button and I deleted this live stream. And I'll probably do the same again. Kitchen looks nice, guy. Yeah. Try to do the best I can, Warren. Try to do the best I can, Brad. What can I say? It is what it is, bro. I'd rather have the background and all going on, but when I get my laptop, I will have the background. But yeah, so listen, I'd just like to say to you all that I see here on the screen, I have 30 likes, and I had something like 22 or 23 people looking at one stage, and there's still 13 of you looking at me and listening to my bullshit. But I'd like to say big up to every single one of you. You are all legends, and I appreciate every one of you. And hit the sub and the like. It costs nothing, and it means everything. And all I want is my club back to where it used to be, because I ain't happy. Lads, I will be doing a stream with Warren's Team Talk during the week. I am doing another stream with Dead Boy during the week. And I'm hoping they hit the Bruce Banana Show with Shane Gunner and all the lads on the Thursday. So until then, I will say goodbye to you all. Big up to you all. Let's get the standard of this club back to where it used to be. And yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you. So all real ones. Big up to you all in the chat, and all who'll ever watch on playback. If I hit the right button, that is. Who knows? But big up to you all. Go watch that coming from an Evertonian. Dave, is that the man? Is that the man that I know? Is that the man I know? Big Everton fan this man is, and I'm sure he's looking forward to the new stadium, new beginnings coming season. Let's see what happens. And if it is Dave that I know, big up to you, bro, and thanks for tuning in. It sure is, yeah. Big up to you, bro, big up to you. Listen, I'll see you soon, Dave, and we'll have a little chit chat about what's going on with our two clubs. And big up to you for joining me. And as I said, Gavin is in the house as well, so it's great to see locals in the house. And yeah, I'll catch you all soon. Pray that I hit the right button. Maybe I won't. Big up to you all, take care of you all. Thanks very much, lads. Big up to you all. Take care. Right there now, Keown and Dove for coming to Wexford, mate. Listen, Keown was here in Wexford a few weeks ago. I actually got the phone and I searched the whole place looking for him. I had Gavin in the chat. I had his cousin Adam, who's an Arsenal fan. He was texting me, Kylie's here, Kylie's there. And every fucking time I went to see where he was gone. Gone. And if I would have caught up with him, I would have had the camera out. I would have said, Kyle Walsh Gunner, Martin, give me 2 minutes of your time and explain one thing to me. What the fuck do you be talking about on TalkSport? You're supposed to be a legend to this club, and you're at the selling your soul, and you're at the dragging this club down into the gutter. And I went looking for him, and if I would have saw him, I would have called it. Prick. But yeah, and Duff is another prick. Big up Luca. Luca's in the house. Big up to your brother. No, Luca, look at this club is moving like a statue once again. Go and get the big name in. That's all we're looking for. But don't be surprised if this deal falls through and we end up getting Jackson from Chelsea. Don't be one bit surprised. Club is a fucking joke. But listen, out of here. Big up to you all. Thanks very much, lads. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate you all. Talk to you all soon.